Welcome everybody. Okay, so today we're going to run a wee test. That test is the Trangia alcohol stove, this little fellow here, versus a couple of homemade alcohol stove variants versus a commercial titanium gas stove. The aim is we're going to test the time it takes to boil approximately 200 mils of water in an 800 ml titanium mug here, and this is a controlled scenario, so it's not going to be out in the wind or anything like that. I just want a baseline test. The Trangias have got a good reputation. I have found they do take a little while to get up and going in terms of actually until it starts vaporizing the fuel source, which is meth in this case. So yeah, so that's the plan, and so we'll start with the alcohol stove and then probably with the Trangia, and then we'll go to the smaller homemade alcohol stove and then the larger one, what they call the soda can stove. So maybe it's a wee while ago. And the other thing I also made is a homemade, this is stainless steel pot support, mug support, just fairly light and super simple, packs down to obviously nothing. So that's actually quite handy for use with the Trangia or either of these little stoves as well. So that's the plan, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. The Trangia is now vaporizing fuel, so we're at a state where we can now start the testing. Put the wee lightweight mug holder, pot holder on there. Put the water on. Got plenty of bubbles. Right, we've just hit the rolling boil, so we'll call that 3 minutes 7. The stove's now starting to vaporize fuel, so we're going to get the water on there and start. Yeah, doing a almost just about on a rolling boil. So not too bad considering the size, and obviously it's a much lower set stove as well. And there we are on the rolling boil. So just on 4 minutes. First sign of bubbles now at 3 minutes 30 for this one. Right, we're on the rolling boil, around 5 minutes 30. We've now got the 100 gram gas canister, the 25 gram titanium gas stove on top, and we will test that compared to the alcohol stoves. We've now got a rolling boil, 123. Yeah, so it was an interesting test. I guess the top performer with the alcohol stoves was the Trangia. It's a proven simple design, good fuel capacity as well, pretty efficient. You can also get a pot holder adapter for it as well, so you can actually get a frying pan or a full-size pot. You know, being heated with one of these, no problem at all. Other than the Trangia with the homemade stoves, you're only really should be putting in the quantity of mess that you want to use for that particular session. Otherwise you can end up with quite a bit of wastage because it absorbs quite a lot to the sidewalls. Whereas with the Trangia, because you can use it, you can seal it, you can put it away, you can pull it out in 12 months time and just fire it straight up. So you can carry the fuel in it, of course you can carry spare fuel, so it's a good simple no fuss, no moving parts design, nothing really to break on it, just potentially having to replace the O-ring seal on the lid maybe, every now and then, but other than that, yeah, solid design. So that sort of brings us to the completion of the test. So testing, getting 200 mils of water to the boil in an 800 ml titanium mug, comparing commercially available alcohol stove, homemade alcohol stoves, 2 variants, versus a commercial titanium gas stove with 100 gram canister. Hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.